Okay. All right. Last thing is this. I told y'all I said we're really been working hard with Chocstock.art. And this is a place where you can get royalty free images that my son and I have been creating. And so that we have all different packs for that. And what was it this week? Or was it was actually last week. Last week we released our coloring book, 50 pages of coloring book. And it's not just a coloring book, any old coloring book. We call it a forever coloring book, meaning that you got 50 pages that you can print out as many times as you want it. So if you're a parent or you're a teacher or whatever, you can print them out as much as you can, as much as you would like. And for your students and for your children and all of that. And these aren't just regular images. These are images that, reflect, different things. Because the title of it is Reach for the Stars. And so we have people of all different professions. We try to focus on really emphasizing positive relationships between men and women. So you're going to find a lot of examples of men, married couples building businesses, buying land in there. You're going to find engineers. You're going to find scientists. You're going to find doctors. You're going to find, just all across the board, scuba divers, people who own shipping companies and all that stuff. And then we wrote a little backstory for each one of these characters in there. So, so what it does, even though you may be dealing with children as young as 3, 4, 5 years old, you can be teaching, reading that to them while they're coloring. And then, they'll say, well, what is a shipper, mommy? Or what's a shipper, daddy? Or what's a scuba diver? Or what's an engineer? Or what's that? So you can be telling them at a very young age, already what, things that they can be shooting for. And that's what we're saying. We want them to reach for the stars. And so, so this is something that's $9.95, $10. And it's a file, because someone asks, is it an actual book that you're going to mail to me? No. You pay this and then you'll get it instantly via your link in the email, and you can download it as a PDF, and then you can print the whole thing out if you want. If you want to print some of the pages out, you can do that. It's a file. It's yours. You can do what you want with it. Okay. So, so this is the coloring book that we just released today, or rather not, was it last week, I think. So I just wanted to remind you of that. And so there you go with that. The other thing that I want to introduce to you is this right here. We also are doing publishing, for, like print on demand stuff, such as this. Like we have, we're focusing right now on mugs and greeting cards. And so these are mugs that we have kind of designed, put together here. And, we're going to have some funny ones and all that. So we really like this picture of the grandmother, sleep. I know coffee does the opposite, but if she just drank her herbal tea, you got the one with the grandmother, she sleep on here. And then we have this one here with the grandpa, he sleep too. So, our older people in the house, I know y'all don't just sleep all the time. Maybe you do. I don't. No, they just really beautiful paintings, pictures that just came out so nice. And we said, you know what, let's go ahead and put those on some mugs. And then we're going to be doing some more mugs as well. We'll be adding those, but we just starting off with this. So this page is going to be so filled up with so many different items. This is just the first wave of them. The next thing we have is right here. We have a postcard. Okay, so we just got the one postcard, but over the weekend you're going to see a lot. We're going to have a whole section of nothing but postcards. And then, so that's just one of them. But we also have a lot of greeting cards, as you can see here. Don't you hate it when you go into the store and you're like, oh, I got to grab a card, for my whoever it is in your family. And, we sometimes, depending on where you live, you're trying to find the one with the black folks on it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you could be successful with that. Others, sometimes maybe not. And so, but here we're going to have, we solving that situation. We're going to solve that. We solved that situation very quickly. So we're going to have a whole warehouse full of greeting cards that you can get. Now, the cards that you're looking at right now are cards that these are cards, they're blank. Okay, these are blank on the inside. All right, this is the initial wave, but in the near future, we're going to have cards with things that are actually written in them. And yes, between myself, Nicole, or my son, or even my daughter, we'll be writing little things in there. I'm talking about like a little, like what you will see in a greeting card. But we also know that, like I personally like blank cards, because I want to write my own stuff in there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're going to have cards for all of, a lot of occasions. I ain't going to say all of them. Because there ain't going to be one in here for no gay marriage or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to find that up in here. But our emphasis, of course, is going to be, for, graduations, marriage, grandparents, grandmothers, grandfathers, birthdays, whatever. We want to have some nice ones, some very regal looking ones, some funny ones. We're going to have a whole lot of them. Okay, so this is just the first wave of it. All right. This is just the first wave. I personally like this one here. So we're going to, so that's a greeting card right there. This one is going to be, so, think of like an anniversary or something like that. And this is a card that you can send to, whoever, a loved one, your husband, your wife, or whatever. And, then we're going to have some other ones too. Like for graduations, we'll have stuff for that. And so there's all sorts of them. So these are now available for you to, check out on your own and, and get them. So there you go. So these are greeting cards that we are now adding along with some mugs. And like I said, again, we'll be adding some other stuff in the very, very, very near future. So just check back on this particular page often as we will be expanding this a whole lot. Okay. So if you're looking for cards and all of that, you'll find them right here. Team Truth. No, we're going to put some Christmas cards, especially for you. I'm going to say Merry Christmas, Team Truth. And I pray that you kiss baby Jesus for us. Okay. No, we ain't going to do no. No, we're going to have Christmas and Easter cards. All right. No, we ain't gonna do that. No, but we will have cards for, you can, like I said, again, we want to have some very beautiful cards, that we can put together that has some beautiful artwork on it. Some of them, like this one here, like postcards. I mean, how many people use postcards these days? I used to, I think I'm part of the last generation of people who admire postcards. You know how back in the day, when you go to another state or something or city, you would collect postcards, because I don't hear my children talking about no postcards now, so, but yeah, we'll have a collection of postcards. And like I said, we're just starting off with this. We're starting off with blank cards. All of the ones that you see right now are blank. All right. But the next wave that we're going to be releasing, those will be a combination of blank and cards that have, stuff written on it. We'll make it very clear for you. Okay. So that's what we have at Chocstock.art. And you can check that out. So appreciate you guys checking that out. And like I said, again, we're going to be adding a whole lot more there to it. OK, and we're very committed. And that's the driving force behind what we're doing here, is because, we want to make sure we do everything we can to, to reinforce positive images of our people without having to beg someone to do it. We ain't begging nobody. We had the wherewithal to do it ourselves. And that's what we're doing. And that's what I've been, I have my children, that's what I've been really, between Nicole and I, are teaching them. Hey, listen, you ain't got to beg anybody. These are things you can do yourself. And that's what we're trying to do, with this particular platform here on Chocstock.art.